Welcome back to Everything's Funny at 3 a.m. My name is Yog, and we just saw Deadpool. Saw it with Mitzi and Dub. And, Deadpool. And, it's everything that you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Like that show that you were like, man, I really wish this Deadpool movie would be like, you know, X. It's in there. It's...
It's in there.
It's in there. It's all in there. Guys, you will be happy about it. Girls, you will be happy about it. Honestly, I feel like if you're not happy about it, you should be. But
Betty White liked it. I mean, if
Betty White liked it, yeah,
it's gotta be good.
She gave it what? 4
stars?
Four Golden Girls?
Four Golden Girls, yeah.
Did she actually do reviews?
I don't know. I'd love to see it.
I don't know. All I know is that
Golden Girls.
it was.
Like y'all aren't just making that up.
No, it's on Facebook. It's on fucking Facebook.
Yeah, it's on there.
I'm like, okay,
she posted it
maybe she got
Facebook.
somebody paid
really
for it or something like that. But
possibly, it was really it was amazing, and everyone was. The actors were great in it. Everybody, like, really, the love story was believable. Ryan Reynolds plays, he's an amazing Deadpool.
Nobody else could.
It was the guy he meant to be. Like,
yes.
He was meant to be this guy.
Yeah. It was really...
yeah.
And we don't want to give any spoilers because obviously it's the first night that it's come out and everything, but...
I mean, we can give some... Like, we'll warn you if they're going to be spoiled. Well, actually, you know, you've been warned. Go see it. Pause the video. Go watch it. There won't be any spoilers. I mean, you should be seeing it. You should see it twice, really. Mm-hmm. At least twice. We actually saw it in IMAX.
Yeah, I got us tickets in IMAX, and I got us really good seats.
Which was surprising. I didn't expect her to be able to do that. But
and
it worked.
That's because I'm awesome.
She's amazing. Yes, baby.
But
yes, thank you.
No problem. I'm just looking out for my guys. But it's great. It is really, really, really good. And it's funny because Dub is actually the biggest Deadpool fan. He has all the comic books and all kinds of other stuff, like
teeny tiny Mylar bags just over everything, just vacuum sealed, hot sealed. He uses the thing that you're supposed to use for potato chips.
I was probably more nervous about this movie than the new Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I was actually almost like up until we were walking in the theater, I was just dreading the experience. Because I was like, I mean, as much as I wanted to believe in Ryan Reynolds, I was still afraid. But there's no reason to be afraid because it was really good. It was really good.
And it was so awesome. And there were so many references to other movies. I think that was just amazing.
They made fun of all the shows. I gotta say, my favorite line...
Agent Smith was still my favorite.
Smith was pretty good. No, mine was the... okay, look, spoilers.
What's
deal
yours?
with it. Mine was. It's like McAvoy or Stewart. I can't tell what's going on with this. I was like, fuck.
Let's go talk to Xavier. And he's like,
you will
which
talk to Professor Xavier.
McAvoy
or Stewart.
It's so hard to keep the continuities together. I was just like, fuck me, man.
The fourth wall to the fourth wall.
It's just like 16 walls.
16 walls. It was great. There's the entire movie is pretty much funny, so you're never bored through it. The action is ridiculous. It's amazing.
It was. I will say that it's not a very complicated plot. Which one of the nice things is you get that first scene, that they brought everybody in with. What was that, like that old Fox one where it was like trying to show like, look, we could actually do this movie.
Yeah, when it was like CGI or something originally.
So they had that in there, and they broke up the backstory with that. So it didn't slow you down. You weren't sitting there bogged down in the backstory of the guy. Yeah. You would sit there, you'd watch a little bit of the backstory, and then it would be like, cut, next 10 years, cut, this thing happened, cut, this thing happened. And it was genuinely funny each time. God, what was it? The little nods to everything else. This has the most amount of effort put into it than any of the other X-Men movies. Like, except for the first one. Like the Colossus being the good God, he was so like, I mean, lawful good. I mean, he was like fucking.
He was Boy Scout good.
Super. Like this wasn't even like normal. This was like over the top, like Inferno Colossus, like where they were like, oh no, he's being super good. You know, it was weirdly good.
It was sweet. It was
Colossus.
a sweet. Yeah.
I love the boob thing. He's just like,
was
oh,
perfect.
your boob, your boob is out.
But he doesn't call it a boob. He calls it a
your breast.
No, it's a bubka.
Bubka or something.
Is it a bubka? I think it was called a bubka or something.
He's just like your thing,
like
and she's just like, oh, you're so sweet, and then she
punches him right in the nuts. That girl's a heifer.
Oh my god, it was like a gong going off. So, well, it said Gina Uggs and somebody else Uggs. Were she and the punchy girl, like, were Negasonic Tina Warhead and Angel, like, sisters?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even notice
in real life.
I didn't even notice.
I don't know.
Like they seem like they were
kind of do look
yeah.
similar.
Like now that you think about
maybe
it,
they
it's
were.
like
maybe they are.
That's weird.
Should I IMDb it?
You can if you'd like.
Well, my phone's on like 5%.
Yeah,
so
let it go.
Yeah.
What were the other bits? I gotta say, the chemistry between is it Morena Baccarin or is it Monica Baccarin? The girl from Firefly.
The love interest.
Which we finally get to see her naked. Yes,
yeah.
Firefly flans. Firefly it's you say
flan.
It's pronounced
flan.
Say Firefly
fans.
Firefly
flan.
See? It's like a tongue twister.
All right,
I'm the one who's crazy. No, anyway.
Firefly fan.
Okay, so
okay.
fans of Serenity and its original continuity TV show who loved her in V, you finally get to see it. You finally, yeah.
I'm sitting right here.
Like I told you, Monica Baccarin, Morena Baccarin. I'm just saying, look, you're on top.
Do you have anything to say about it?
You're number one.
Please, by all means, Dick.
Anyway, she's really hot. And she was so good in that movie.
The chemistry was...
The banter between her and...
God, it was good.
Ryan Reynolds was just so good. And, like, you're just like, oh, these two are meant to be together. And
I felt like I was watching, like a better versions of Guardians of the Galaxy script. Like, just with the banter-wise. Like, it was constant banter. Like, I would probably pull it back for Guardians of the Galaxy, because Guardians of the Galaxy had 5 people.
Well, I mean, the thing with...
Oh, don't be sassy.
The thing with Deadpool is that there's so many wisecrack jokes going on that you're not through laughing at the first one and you can miss the next one that's like right after. Like there's no room.
That was did y'all have a problem with that? I couldn't.
Oh no,
occasionally.
I just didn't stop laughing the entire time.
I couldn't hear people. I couldn't hear what he was saying. I'm like, that one probably was even better. You know.
Yeah.
You guys did miss the Ryan Reynolds thing, like because he was sitting on the couch. Spoiler alert. He's sitting on the couch with what's her name? The Al, yes. Yeah. He was sitting on the couch with Al whenever his tiny little baby hand was growing back. And he says, oh, that's so gross. That reminded me of a scary movie.
Yeah,
I got my little hand.
My little hand.
You gotta grab my little hand. No.
I was wondering how they were going to do the regeneration. And
that was interesting.
Little baby hand.
They don't really do
That was great.
It's so gross.
Oh, it was so funny.
They don't really show that in the comics.
Not really.
No. They normally just have him like stick the. That's what I was thinking.
Back on. Yeah, I thought he was going to take it off and stick it back on.
Mm-hmm. But that was actually kind of like I said. Fox actually worked on this one.
Or it's just not in the panels.
Yeah, they skip it.
Yeah.
But it was like because I kept expecting, oh, look at this person, that's Cyclops, but it's not really. Or oh, well, this one's going to be somebody that, Bryan Singer decides to continuity out next time we come with the thing. Nah, they actually worked hard on it.
Dude, the amount of Hugh Jackman jokes was
my God, with the Hugh Jackman jokes.
The Australian accent that Ryan Reynolds did was hilarious.
You're probably wondering whose balls I had to fondle to get this movie.
Did y'all see his Australian Day video on YouTube?
No, I didn't.
It's Ryan Reynolds dressed up as Deadpool. And
oh my God.
He's talking about Australia Day, and he's just cracking on Wolverine.
Oh my God.
That is funny.
I need to see that.
I'll have to check that.
I need to see that.
But what was the rest of I will say that the bad guy, while he wasn't fleshed out like I would have wanted, he wasn't there for us to be like, oh, look at this bad guy. Like the guy who played Ajax,
it took so long for him to finally get Ajax in the actual books that like it was kind of a little like too quick for me.
That, yeah.
But that's okay because there are so many more awesome like villains and stuff that he goes up against. That like I think it was just good to go ahead and get the origin story out of the way and get that guy out of the picture. I think it was good, so he can just move on and be Deadpool.
Oh man, remember to stay for the credits, you guys. Please. There were so many people that walked out, and obviously they didn't get the memo to stay after for the extra credit scenes. But
see, that's a Disney thing. Like this was Fox, and you expect them to cut the corners. They didn't. This was a full-on Marvel movie.
I was gonna say it was still a Marvel movie.
I know.
Stan Lee.
That was the weird part.
Oh my God, Stan Lee's cameo was amazing. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Ruin it. It's the best Stan Lee cameo.
That was the best Stan Lee.
He loves it. He loves it out of all the cameos that he's done. That is how awesome it was.
Everybody in the theater was just.
They lost it. They lost it.
I mean, every Stan Lee cameo before, you're just like, oh yeah, there's Stan Lee, yay! This time it was like, what the fuck is Stan Lee doing in this place?
I will say that the Deadpool one was the best, but I say it was very much like the Ant-Man one, where it's just him getting a little bit dirtier.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, yeah, man, Superfly.
Yeah.
But and that was another thing. They put in the normal continuity stuff, and you've already heard spoilers like 6 times here. The things that was interesting. Helicarrier.
Yeah.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah.
The place where they were fighting was actually the helicarrier from the blah blah blah.
That went down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So was that the one that went down, or do you think they were building one?
No, it definitely looked like one that was trashed. Yeah. I was thinking maybe it was the one that went down in Captain America.
One of the other ones,
The second one? Didn't they bring that one down?
I really didn't catch that.
Well, they destroyed like 3 of them, so I'm sure they were dismantling it.
It was definitely, it had to be one of those.
Yeah.
You didn't get to see like a shield sign or anything.
No, and that was the other thing.
You could tell what it was.
Like, so were those guys supposed to be shield or something, or they weren't shield? They had to be. No, they were all mercenaries because he knew that one guy.
So what was Ajax's power? Because was he just a super strong guy?
He couldn't feel anything.
He's strong and he can't feel pain.
Extreme reflexes, I think there was. So
extreme reflexes.
Imagine Captain America, but Darkman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I love. I had a Liam Neeson tree.
I stole his daughter.
I stole his daughter.
And he just kept coming after me.
You gotta be wondering if he's a bad parent at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was fucking good. And that was what it was. It was constantly good jokes. This wasn't like you weren't just sitting there going like, I think maybe one fell like slow, but it didn't actually fall flat.
Well, there's definitely a few cringy jokes, but that's typical Deadpool.
Yeah, but they were like cringy in that good way.
Jokes,
yeah. I will say, T.J. Miller
he's perfect as Weasel.
He was perfect as Weasel. Like he was the perfect Weasel.
Because Weasel always gives him shit, and the jokes were just so good.
It was really, really fucking good.
The avocado fucked another avocado.
It does.
But what did he say? But it was like an angry.
It was like,
angry,
and it wasn't nice stuff. It was like
angry,
it was hate fucking. Like the only thing that they have together is that release. So that was my biggest fear about this movie was that they spoiled everything inside of the trailers because although it's not as many as fucking Dark Knight. There were like a shit ton of trailers.
Well, to tell you the truth, the trailers were making me worried because I don't know. Like seriously, I think the best jokes weren't in the trailer.
No, and that was surprising.
Yeah.
That was my fear though, was that they were going to be in there. So even the jokes that they told you, the timing that they teach it, and the like the bookending part where the stuff leading up to it, made it feel new, like you were hearing it for the first time. So you're like, oh, okay, that's the joke, but it was like, oh, okay, that's still funny. That Utah one was apparently like part of like 4 different jokes, like they just cut together. I was a little surprised by that.
I'm pretty sure most of those were just completely improv,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised on that. He did like one of the jokes. He did seem like
he's really fucking funny, and so is Ryan Reynolds.
God,
so
the avocado
I wouldn't be
one.
surprised if those
my
were
gosh.
just. They were probably just, firing them out there.
One of them, he actually like he stopped and he just kept going. Then like he like, and you know it was that don't laugh.
You were haunting.
You were haunting.
You will die alone.
I
was like, fuck, dude.
It'll be better for like the human race.
And just like, I don't know if that's like a super horrible friend or just a good friend who's always super honest, like just blunt.
It really was one of the better movies that I've seen in a long time. It was probably one of the best comedies. Superhero wise, too, as long as you're not dealing with like the I mean, if you're, I don't even.
The fight scenes were pretty good.
No, the fight scenes were great.
They were. Yeah. They were really, really good. They were put
Don't
together
bring your
really
kids
well.
to this.
Oh, there was a little girl who was behind us.
Don't bring your kids to this. There are tits. There are masturbation jokes. Decapitations. There is like shooting through the ass. They're shooting through the fucking like head and goop falling out. I mean, this is a fucking hard R.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like not even fucking around R.
And they weren't trying to either, so they specifically tell you, like, this is not a fucking kid's movie.
Yeah,
like, at all.
Like, and the kid was like 6 or something.
And
She's like, I want the blah, blah, blah.
And she was so freaking cute, though. And she was trying to laugh at all the adult jokes, and I was like, I feel dirty.
And you're just sitting there going like,
and
you're just sitting there going like, okay, she either is like pretending she knows it.
Oh, no, she was pretending.
Like she knows what it was, and we're all horrible people.
No.
Like everybody in the vicinity.
It wouldn't even be us being horrible.
I know, that's the worst part, though.
Horrible.
Like we should have known better, and like would like no, that little she's too sweet.
I felt even more awkward because we walked in and I pulled out my tiny little stuffed animals that I had, and I was like, yeah, Deadpool, woohoo! And I hear her dad go, look, babe, look, she has Deadpool stuffed animals, and I was like,
mine.
I was like, it's okay, they're my stuffed animals.
I gotta say, the movie did not drag. It moves. I would say the only thing like I could probably have dealt with more, but I think if they had tried to put more into it, like you would have gotten pissed off. But like I had to pee like in the first 20 minutes and I did not get up until after the second fucking credit spoiler, which they're like Mandy said, they're fucking spoiler things.
They're not really spoilers.
Well, okay, the thing is,
it just gives you something to look forward to.
You knew it was going to end that way, didn't you? Like I was sitting there going like, it has to end with a fucking I'm not gonna spoil that for you because you need to see.
It was perfect.
It was really,
exactly
really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was definitely Deadpool's movie. Like for the fucking very first credits, that's crediting like no actor names or anything, just people that you know.
I love the writer credit written by the real fucking hero.
Yeah,
it's just like directed by some asshole.
Wrote the opening credits,
some fucking tool or something like that.
Yeah.
So no actor names, just fucking like
just
a
titles.
hot chick.
Yeah, just like
with a douchebag.
Just titles. How you would describe the people, that's how he described them.
Pulverine.
Anyways, so we're not going to make this a horribly long review.
No, you have to go see it. That's pretty much it, because we can't.
Don't be scared.
We don't want to tell you anything because all of us love the movie that much.
It was good.
We don't want to completely spoil it for you.
It was amazing.
So
it's 5 stars, 5 Golden Girls, whatever the fuck you want.
You don't have to be a Deadpool fan. It's just a fun movie.
It is. It's a really great movie. And if you're not a Deadpool fan, then what the hell?
You probably will be after seeing
Yes,
you probably will be.
Definitely.
Even if you're not a Deadpool fan of, like the comics, you'll be definitely a Deadpool fan of Ryan Reynolds being fucking hilarious.
And who doesn't love Ryan Reynolds?
I don't think anybody. That's that.
Hey, I'll have y'all's
Green Lantern,
Firefly girl, and I have my Ryan Reynolds.
Yep. Which thankfully that was, if you heard the rumors, no full frontal on him.
There was 2 full frontal. I saw penis.
I didn't see any.
There was a
for the fighting.
When he was fighting,
shadow.
There was shadow. She was staring hard. This is why I can make my little Miranda Karen joke.
I totally saw
because she's sitting there going like, no, this is happening.
The guy next to me did one of these. He did the head tilt during the fight, and I was like, "Oh,
you're staring, bro."
Yeah.
Dude, my guy, like next to me, mechanically eating 1 popcorn every second, just boom, 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 with his like legs tied up. He was a giant motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Like he was like all like crossed over, and he was just like, I was like, dude, you are.
Just in case the guy that was sitting next to John ever watches this video. We don't think you have a problem.
I think he had a fucking problem. That was my fucking thing.
You bitch.
Damn, dude. Fuck you. That was a wrong finger. This is the right one. Dude was like, I was like having to sit like this the entire time.
Oh, I thought you were just cuddling.
No, because the guy was like this.
That's my boob. Go away. I don't want to talk to you anymore. This is the end of the review.
Okay. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.